Let's talk about Uranus in your natal chart. What does it mean? Does it really affect you? Uranus is considered one of the outer planets, such as Pluto, Neptune, Jupiter. I would consider Jupiter being more of a personal, on a medium range actually. Outer planets such as Uranus, Pluto, Neptune, Jupiter don't really affect you. They do affect you personally if you have aspects with personal planets. Personal planets are Sun and Moon. Sun represents your logic and Moon represents your emotions. Venus represents what you are attracted to and how you love. Mars represents how you assert yourself, masculine side, how well you express it. So if the outer planets have aspects with personal planets, they will be influencing you even more. So let's talk about Uranus or Uranus, however you want to pronounce it. So Uranus in your chart represents the sphere of life where you carry original thought, where you show your rebellious nature. Original thoughts, ideas usually come from this particular sphere of life, or the thinking, the perspective that you have on the house where your Uranus is positioned is very original and maybe unconventional, the opposite of Saturn. Oh, another thing, you may tell me that Saturn is a traditional ruler of Aquarius. Right? The thing is that in mythology, Uranus is actually a father of Saturn. The Saturn is the aspect of your personality that is disciplined, that is more structure, routine oriented, that is more wants to live by the rules and the systems and society's rules and regulations and all of that, like abide by them, and also to kind of preserve. It's more of a conservative side of yourself, like the opposite of being rebellious, right? The opposite of being Uranus, expressing your Uranus. So here's the thing, when it comes to Uranus, wherever it's positioned in your chart, you need to know that it can be expressed, manifested in two different ways. Maybe three, depending on the extremities that you follow. Uranus is all about change, and wherever it's positioned, you need to constantly implement change. Not constantly really, but you need to initiate change. You need to realize, act upon your ideas, even if they are unpopular. Okay, this is how you live by the nature of Uranus wherever it's positioned. And by the way, let me know where you have Uranus in your chart. I will definitely cover all of the houses. So it's like the side of yourself that wants to, like the ideas that may be very unpopular, but they may be right for you. And when you want to realize them, other people may see you as, very eccentric, come off as very shocking. If it's badly aspected, you may go back to the Saturn ways where you are hanging on to existing structures, the structures that are actually not working and need to be changed, right? And if you cling on to all the old ideas, right? Old ways of thinking, then the radical change, like the Uranus, another side of Uranus, it brings radical change. It's a very neutral planet, so we never know what kind of change it's going to be. So that's why you need to kind of, follow your intuition and initiate change yourself so that Uranus doesn't, surprise you. Another extreme manifestation of Uranus can be where you are just obsessed with changing yourself, changing your environment, being obsessed with constantly changing, and depending on where it's positioned, we can tell more. Constantly changing things, and also aspects, very important, changing things in your life, not being able to commit. So another thing, if you are dealing with someone or you yourself have, because in astrology, like my astrology, psychological astrology is, I literally followed it because of Carl Jung, because I heard that he was using Pluto to identify shadows in personality. So it really, really struck me. So psychological astrology is basically, all about learning about oneself so that you know how to act in life, because life is not easy. It's not easy. You need to be smart. You need to know how to realize your goals, and you need to kind of be prepared what comfort zone you can get stuck, how to get unstuck easier, faster by knowing yourself. Uranus will represent, if you are dealing with someone who has Uranus in the 7th house, would mean, or who has aspects with Venus or Mars, would represent commitment issues, them wanting to constantly change a partner. Or if you have Uranus or Aquarius in the 7th house. Now another thing that I wanted to say, that sometimes Aquarian people can literally get stuck stuck in their own creations and become very egotistical, may not want to change, even if something that they created is not working. For instance, French Revolution. By the way, Uranus was discovered during a French Revolution and American Revolution. So French Revolution wasn't successful, right? Shows us a different side of Uranus, how it can be manifested. Definitely check out where your Uranus is placed. Let me know in the comments and I will definitely cover it.